What'd you do on your first day out?
Um, First day out, I went back to Lafayette, man. You know what I'm saying? I went back to Lafayette, Louisiana. Shout out my big brother Havoc. You know what I'm saying? The final Titan. My big brother Wax, man. You know what I'm saying? Gip. You know what I'm saying? All my homies from Macomb, man. You know what I'm saying? Magnolia 7, Sunnyside, man, to Tat. When I got out, man, my big homie Raphael Petey. You know what I'm saying? I went back home and we threw a big ass house party. You know what I'm saying? It's so big of a house parties that we throw back home. You know, Smallz be thinking I'll be joking. Smallz, I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna have to get you out there, man. We threw a house party this Sunday, but I'm here taking care of this business in Atlanta. We threw a house party Saturday. It's called 7.5. The shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? They say it was insane. I'm kind of upset that I missed the shit. But that's how kind of we started with the house parties, man. I got out and they threw this big ass house parties, man, you know, ass everywhere, you know, however you want to call it, man. Like, you know, back where we from, you know, they play bouncing. That's all they do is shake their ass, man. So it's like, you know, it was a big ass celebration of me coming back home. And you know what I'm saying? That's another motivation, you know, going back to the last question, that's another motivation of why I'm not trying to go back in and doing what I'm doing with this hip hop, because I definitely got to set an era for the artists coming out of Lafayette, you know what I'm saying, to let people know that you could be on the same couch where I'm at, man, you know what I'm saying? If you keep, you know, if you keep the focus and keep going, you could be right here with DJ Smallz, just like I am, real talk.
What's the first thing you did on your day out?
Man, I went collect money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like all the big homies paid dividends to your boy, you know what I'm saying, for keeping it solid. You know, you know how that go, keeping it solid, being a real nigga. How long you was in the can, boy? Yeah, like, you know, I miss you, you know what I'm saying? You know, collecting money and, you know what I'm saying, you get the hand-me-downs, you know, some niggas be like, I ain't got no money, but I got these bad, you know, take these J's, you feel me? And take these pants, you know, take my car for the week too, go floss and, you know, hit the club, you know, so, you know what I'm saying? And that's what that was. And on one of the moments that I got out too, on some history shit, if you never knew about Sco Money, you know what I'm saying, about 2-3 months too, you know what I'm saying, I met my big homie Yola and E-Class, who's the CEOs of Congo Life Music Group, is, you know, which is the music group that I'm with and label that I'm with. You know what I'm saying? They basically, I met them and signed with them. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we here today, DJ Smallz, on some real shit. That's how I got this shit popping, man. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the other things that I did too. You know what I'm saying? Getting out. You know, so it was big business moves. It wasn't really like I just came out and party. I made big business moves, and I got hired to Shakers nightclub too. So, you know, that was money in my pocket too, man.
What was your first meal?
My first meal was crawfish etouffee, man, with the fried fish, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, with the cornbread, and I'm talking about the hot water cornbread, not that bullshit. You know, they be baking that hot water cornbread. You got to make that on the black pot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I went get some of that. Shout out to my Aunt Sylvia. You know what I'm saying? That's who cooked that up for me, man. Yeah, man, like, it was on some last meal shit. You know how they go, like, you be on death row, you get that last meal. You know, definitely wasn't the last meal, but it felt like that, like, you know, I had everything that I wanted, you know what I'm saying? All the fam was there. And that was the meal, man. Like, you know, crawfish etouffee, man, with the cream and mushroom on it, you know what I'm saying, with the gravy on the side, you know what I'm saying, a little macaroni, some hot water cornbread with the fried fish, you know what I'm saying, that's also fried in the black pot. I stress the black pot so much because everybody just fry fish and anything nowadays. You come to Louisiana, Lafayette, man, and get a black pot, I'm telling you, it's gonna change your life. It's gonna change cooking, you know what I'm saying?
How hard was it to transition when you got out back into regular society? Like, you know, so, you know, when time goes on, technology changes, right, and stuff like that.
Well, I got to be real with you. When I went in, it was razors. I never forget it. Like, you know, it was razor phones, the flip phone razors. And then by the time I get out, it was droids. You know what I'm saying? So it was like they started, and it wasn't the high-tech droids we see now, like the HTCs and iPhones. It was pretty much like, it was the droids that you touch and the phone would vibrate and shit. You know what I'm saying? They had the T-Mobile kicks. What it called? Like the kick phone or whatever. The sidekick. You know what I'm saying? They had those phones out at those times when I was getting out. So it was hard to adjust, but then it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't gone that long, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to all my big homies who did, you know, major time. I always tell homies, I got homies that'll come back and go say I did a year, 2 years. I'm one of the ones who did a year, 2 years and can tell you that that's not no time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know homies who did 5, 6, 7, 8 years and trying to adjust, and, you know, they like, man, you know what? I'm going back. Like, I'm going back home. You be like, what? You in that world, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, man, like, you know, it really wasn't hard to adjust because I wasn't that going that long. But as of, you know, from Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Well, not even Instagram. Man, what was it, man? It was MySpace. I'd have to say MySpace and getting all that shit on the phone because when I first got out, I met a female and she was trying to show me how to download all that shit. And that shit was crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like nobody I know right now uses a computer, you know what I'm saying? So at the time, computers was kind of getting lost slowly but surely, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I really got to be honest, it really wasn't hard for me to adjust, you know what I'm saying, to the new shit, like the new styles of shoes and clothes and shit. Hell yeah, that fucked me up. But other than that, you know what I'm saying, you know, phone technology, I kind of clicked in right with that.
Any do's and don'ts adjusting back into society?
Learn the systems first. You know, when I say learn the system, I mean, fellas, when you get out, learn the systems behind Facebook and MySpace and Instagram and shit, because if you got a woman or a female, you not knowing that some of that shit doesn't delete. You know, whatever it is with the new phones today, that shit'll definitely get you caught up, because it got me caught up plenty of times. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's one of the do's and don'ts, you know what I'm saying, of this game. Anything else adjusting to, you know what I'm saying, new laws, you know what I'm saying, coming out and not knowing, like when I got out, they had a SAG law. Like, you sag your pants too low, you know, back when I'm at home, you sag your pants too low, you going to jail. They take you to jail. That's indecent exposure where we from. You know what I'm saying? You know, pretty much things like that. You know what I'm saying? The new law of not being caught with weed. Like, if you get caught with a blunt that's rolled, they'll write you a citation. But if it's outside the blunt, they'll take you to jail, which I don't understand the sense, because if it's the same gram that's rolled up or not in it, it should be the same. But that's how they do it. If they catch it in a bag, you know what I'm saying? The new law is if they catch it in a bag that's attempted to distribute, it's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, Smallz. Like, yeah, tell them get their game up. They better be on game when they getting out, man, for real.
What would you change about the prison system if you could?
Communication. I would definitely change the communication system in jail. It's one of the things that splits up families. You know what I'm saying? Most of the guys that I talked to when I was in jail, you know, wasn't really talking about what they lost. A lot of guys came in there, you know, I lost this car, I lost this big house. That shit didn't matter. It was really mostly, you know, my daughter, man, you know, my girl, man, you know what I'm saying, my mom's, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't know, a lot of guys that just push drugs, not just drug dealers, man. A lot of these guys, bro, have families and they just misfortunate in what they have. And, you know, a lot of us don't have a lot of guys in the hood to pave a lane like we do. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, that's why I be telling, you know, Smallz, you know, that's why I want to take you back to my home, man, for real. Because it's like if I come in there, man, we got dudes that's 9 and 10 years old thugging, you know what I'm saying, on my block, you know, holding iron, you know, and they'll definitely come to the camera and tell you, you know, I fuck with Sco Money. Then this is how we rocking off of Magnolia and 7 in Sunnyside. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, man, like, you know, that's what it is. Like, you know, so, you know, it's like I'm trying to, you know, get up out of that. You know, so, you know, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying?